So now that I've completely ditched all 4 of the stock shocks of this Pioneer 500 and replaced them with remote reservoir Walker Evans shocks, did it improve the overall ride quality of this little guy? Well, you can take my word on it when I tell you, you better believe it. But even though I am a trustworthy guy and do my best to give you an unbiased opinion, you don't have to take my word on it, because I'm going to show you my results today. So this is what you guys have been asking for. Is it worth spending the money to replace all 4 of the stock Pioneer 500 shocks with the Walker Evans, or can you get by with just the fronts? So to find out the answer to that question, I'm going to conduct the same exact test I did with just the fronts on now that I have the rears. And we'll compare the footage from having just the fronts to the footage that includes all 4 shocks now. And then once we're done, I will give you my honest, unbiased opinion on if it's worth it to get all 4 shocks. Now for all my tests, I'm trying to keep the variables as consistent as I can be. So all the testing I did with all 4 shocks replaced, I still have 5 psi in each tires. I'm still running the fronts on 4 clicks up from the softest compression setting, just like I did when I tested them. And the compression setting on the rears, I do play around with a little bit to try to find the optimum setting for each test I conduct with them. So pull up a chair, get out your pen and paper if you'd like to take notes, and we'll put these Walker Evans through the test. So is it worth it to spend the money to get all 4 shocks, or is there enough improvement in the fronts alone that we don't need to worry about getting the backs on? Well, there's several different ways here to look at that, and it's really going to depend on your riding style. If you're someone that always has the go pedal buried into the floor 98% of the time, then I can say with absolute confidence you're going to want to spend the money and get all 4. For the vast majority of everyone that maybe you do mixed trail riding, fire roads, just kind of an all-around general use of the Pioneer 500, then you'll probably be fine with just replacing the front. Because I saw a lot bigger improvement from replacing just the fronts than I did when I replaced the backs. And if you're someone that really doesn't use your machine hard at all, you maybe use it around the farm, doing light chores around the house, you know, you're seldom getting over 10 miles an hour, then you're probably going to be fine with the OEM shocks. Because where we see the biggest improvement in ride quality with the Walker Evans is at higher speeds. And of course the jumps. Now I have only had a week's amount of seat time in this guy with all 4 on. So make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Because after a month or so of this, hopefully before the snow starts flying, I'm going to do a follow-up review of these guys. Hopefully fine-tune them a little bit, play around with the settings, and let you know my thoughts on them then. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. But that's not the only reason to subscribe. I would love to have you join the Appalachian Mountain Riders family anyway. Now another thing I want to do for you guys is to be able to answer any questions you may have on something maybe I didn't cover, or something you just want a little bit more information on concerning the shocks. So how I'm going to do that is hold a live Facebook broadcast in which you guys will be able to join in, ask your questions, and I'll do my best to answer them live. So if you guys have questions that maybe I didn't cover, or anything specific about the shocks you'd like to know about, then make sure you head over and follow my Appalachian Mountain Riders Facebook page. The link is in the description below, so that you're notified of the date I set for my live broadcast, and you'll be able to join in on that. So I hope that I've enlightened you. I hope that I have helped you determine whether or not you are going to improve the performance of your Pioneers with the Walker Evans shocks. I hope I've entertained you as well. Are you not entertained? And if I did any one of those 3 things, then make sure to give my video a thumbs up before you leave. And remember, it doesn't matter if you're a ATV, UTV, automotive enthusiast, whatever. What matters is that you just keep on riding.